Well, hello and welcome to another live. Khatam was series T20I and India has won this series clean sweep 3-0. Brilliant series win against West Indies, जो कि T20 form actually one day format you can understand कि maybe उनका उतना पुख्ता नहीं है side yet maybe that format doesn't suit them but T20Is में West Indies obviously is one of the top sides in the world. वहीं पे ये तीसरा मैच भी जीत के 3-0 क्लीन स्वीप दैट्स अ बिग विन इंस्पाइट की विराट नहीं थे ऋषभ नहीं थे भूवी भी नहीं खेले चार बदलाव किए भारत ने उसके बावजूद आई थिंक वाज अ ब्रिलियंट एफर्ट ओके सबसे पहले हर्षल पटेल आई थॉट वाज एब्सोल्युटली ब्रिलियंट अगेन 3 विकेट मेरे से 18 या 22 रन दिए अपने 4 ओवरों में जहाँ पे 180 रन का मैच हुआ है एब्सोल्युटली ब्रिलियंट बैटिंग की तरफ पहले रुक करते हैं सूर्य कुमार यादव जल्दी विकेट गिर गए थे 3-4 लेकिन सूर्य और I don't know. I'll check with the numbers and I come with the numbers. लेकिन जब भी सूर्य जब भी टीम मुसीबत में होती है more often than not सूर्य does score runs. पहले मैच में भी दूसरे मैच में इंडिया वर इन अ बेटर पोजीशन तो थोड़ा एरी फेरी शॉट खेल के आउट हो गए इस मैच में भी the other I think the biggest positive that has come out I think Venkatesh Iyer settling down in that number 6 slot साथ में आज वो 2 ओवर भी डाले 2 विकेट के साथ थोड़े से अनलकी थे 2 चौके एक इनसाइड एज एक आउटसाइड एज टू बिग विकेट्स जेसन होल्डर और पोलार्ड के वो 2 विकेट वेरी वेरी क्रूशल yes a lot of positives as far as West Indies is concerned एक पॉजिटिव जो है अमूमन हम देखते हैं वेस्ट इंडीज डॉट बॉल्स बहुत खेलती है इस फॉर्मेट में दे ओनली बिलीव इन बाउंड्रीज तो वो टेम्पो जो है वो थोड़ा सा ऊपर नीचे रहा है लेकिन इस सीरीज में अगर डॉट बॉल्स देखें तो उतना ज्यादा नहीं खेले तो दैट इज अ पॉजिटिव बट आई गेस द बिगेस्ट पॉजिटिव as far as West Indies is concerned is obviously Nicholas Puran पिछले 6 इनिंग्स में 4 हाफ सेंचुरीज हैं साथ में द ओनली थिंग दैट वेस्ट इंडीज मेरे हिसाब से कैन डू इज काफी सारे ऑलराउंडर्स अब बोलिंग थोड़ा सा हल्का दिखता है शेलन कॉटरल इस मैच में नहीं खेले 4 बदलाव वेस्ट इंडीज की तरफ भी था लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं मुझे लगता है दे शुड इतने सारे सिमिलर टाइप के प्लेयर्स हैं रोमारियो शेफर ओडियन स्मिथ डोमिनिक ड्रेक्स जेसन होल्डर बॉल डाल देते हैं बैट कर देते हैं बट यू रादर हैव ऐसे 2-3 ही प्लेयर यू गॉट टू हैव प्रॉपर दो बॉलर्स जो जिनके पास पेस है शेलन कॉटरल में से एक they obviously were missing Obed McCoy, जो कि injured and stuff like that. So I think they might look into that composition. I know T20 format में थोड़ा हो जाता है कि आपके पास अगर ऑलराउंडर्स अच्छे हैं बिग हिटर्स जैसे वेस्ट इंडीज के पास हैं यू माइट बी टेम्पटेड कि चलो बैटिंग तो अच्छी हो जाएगी लेकिन बॉलिंग काम चला लेंगे लेकिन आई थिंक ये गलती काफी टीम से पहले भी की है मेरे हिसाब से T20 क्रिकेट में आई स्टिल थिंक जो प्रॉपर बॉलर्स हैं प्रॉपर एज इन विकेट टेकिंग बॉलर्स अच्छे बॉलर्स देयर value is immense. Well, let's start taking questions. Before I've got to leave, Ella Lee Schneider. Greetings from Hanover. Hello, Leah. Leah, I hope I'm pronouncing it all right. Bad game for Avesh Khan as he went over the run rate. Yes, required run rate while Iyer made some runs. Yes, a lot of positive. Unfortunately, Avesh Khan, I thought his second spell was much better. The first 2 overs, you can understand nervous energy and everything else, playing your first game. And obviously was struggling a little bit with his footing, his front foot. That can put off a bowler, I think. But I think second spell was much better. But someone like Avesh Khan, I would back him to, get into rhythm. And maybe in the second game, he won't be as nervous. It seemed like he was nervous in this game. But yeah, again, Venkatesh Iyer, I think the biggest positive that has come out of the series as far as India is concerned, Venkatesh Iyer getting those runs at 6 and also picking up a couple of wickets here. Well, and good to have you here, Leah. Okay. Karthik Mathur, is there any issue with Indian top order now? Last 3 games we saw lower order came in pressure and batted really well. Would love to have your opinion on this. Karthik, I don't think there is an issue as such because obviously Virat's looking in good form. Rohit, obviously, good on Rohit. Again, a big shout out for Rohit for actually coming and batting at 4, allowing the youngsters like Rituraj or Ishan Kishan or even Shreyas Iyer to bat in their positions where they're comfortable with. So I think, yeah, but I don't necessarily would say that that is an issue. Obviously, KL Rahul will come back, Rohit will open with Virat at 3. But again, the approach is also been refreshing to see Indian batters, top order batters with that approach. Hoga, if you have that approach, which is a little, to try and get after the bowling from the get go, तो थोड़ा सा वहां पे हो सकता है बट आई थिंक India is batting in the middle order. It's got a really strong middle order, it seems, in T20 cricket. Yeah, so I won't look at it as an issue in the top order, Karthik. Hardik Pandya, it can't be the original Hardik Pandya, is it? But if it is Hardik, I hope you're shaping up well and looking forward to seeing you in the IPL. What things Avish Khan should learn from this game? I think just nervousness. I think he's earned his stripe, as I've mentioned before. I think he's bowled really well last couple of years, not just T20, even in first class cricket. तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि पहला जो एक होता है ना, एक वो नर्वसनेस, जब पहली बार इंडिया के लिए खेलते हैं, ये सपना होता है सबका। जब आप बचपन से शुरू करते हैं खेलना, आपको लगता है कि यार इंडिया के लिए एक दिन खेलेंगे, और वो दिन आज का दिन था, तो थोड़ा सा नर्वस एनर्जी जरूर था, बट आई थिंक ही शुड बी ऑल राइट। आई थिंक स्टिल इज अ वेरी गुड। एक खराब गेम, एक ऑफ गेम डज नॉट डिफाइन हिम, एंड आई थिंक इज गुड इनफ टू प्ले एट दिस लेवल। Ochushman Mitro, 90 okay, Ochushman. So, what do you think of Venkatesh Iyer? He has adapted so nicely to two different roles, one for IPL and another for India. Ochushman, Shotti Kore, I moved into Bengali, but yeah, quick. I think Venkatesh Iyer, uh, he comes across as someone who's very matured. And I think a lot of it has got to do with the number of years that he's spent playing domestic cricket. One. Secondly, he's in that phase. He's 27, 28, somewhere there. He's got maturity. And also, मुझे ऐसा भी लगता है कि because he's a lot more settled in life per se, it's not just cricket. क्योंकि he's got an MBA degree. I think he hasn't completed his chartered accountancy as in CA, but he's got a career outside cricket. So I think that somehow kind of eases the pressure of you. You're a lot more freer in your approach. I think that's something I believe that has helped Venkatesh Iyer. And I इसीलिए मैं कहता हूँ बार बार to all the youngsters who want to play any sport, not just cricket, कि पढ़ाई को neglect ना करें. Do not neglect your studies. That helps you in whatever you do. अगर आपको sports भी खेलना है, it is very important that you keep studying. But yeah, I think he's been fabulous. He's been fabulous. Okay, valuable distribution. Is management looking at Shreyas for number three, and should we now consider Venki permanent at six, or Hardik would come after IPL? I think Hardik, it all boils down कि वो बॉलिंग कर रहे हैं या नहीं कर रहे हैं, लेकिन अभी तक वेंकटेश ने ऐसा कोई काम नहीं किया है जिससे आप कहेंगे कि he has not contributed or he needs to be replaced. जब जरूरत पड़ी है बॉल डाला है, बैटिंग में he's been absolutely brilliant in that position. फील्डिंग अच्छा करते हैं, so yeah, I mean there is no reason to kind of replace him in a hurry. So yeah, there is so much to like about Venkatesh. So even if Hardik is fit and is bowling, most importantly, if he's bowling or not, because you need that six bowling option. अगर आप देखें तो कोई और इंजर्ड था पहले मैच में, you needed it इस मैच में दीपक चाहर, so you need that six bowling option. I think he's doing a fabulous job. Shreyas Iyer at three, I don't know when Virat comes back, you don't know, but it's good to see that you have enough and you have a good solid bench strength as well. God forbid something happens, you have enough people to replace the top guys. Right. Kapil Verma, has Surya Kumar Yadav confirmed his place? See, for me, yes. Kapil, क्योंकि what I really like, दोबारा जो मैंने शुरू में कहा था, I think सूर्य अगर आप देखें जब भी टीम मुसीबत पे होती है, he's been fabulous. और उनके पास अलग अलग तरीके खेलने की क्षमता रखते हैं, अलग सिचुएशंस को, चाहे अगर आपको 10-12 रन की जरूरत है तो उनके पास वो खेल है, अगर आपको थोड़ा विकेट जल्दी गिर गया और आपको संभाल के खेलना है वो भी कर सकते हैं. तो उनमें he's got those gears, and I think it's and that versatility to play different situations. So yes, for me, Surya Kumar Yadav, very big thumbs up. Yeah. Advay Naik, a good game overall, but how many would play in the World Cup? Would it be better to let the main guys get some time together? Just a genuine doubt. I understand Advay आप जो कह रहे हैं, and it makes a lot of sense, but मेरे ख्याल से वो opportunity जरूर मिलेगा World Cup के पहले. I think there's Asia Cup which would be T20 format में, तो I think World Cup के पहले India would play enough T20 games for the team to come together. I think obviously IPL will be very very important for a few positions, especially as a bowling department में आप देखें, so there might be a few questions. Spinners, fast bowlers, don't know. Obviously, you've got Bumrah, Harshal's doing really well, Bhuvi, Deepak. So there are quite a few. So I think you have a basic structure, Abhi. and also including maybe 15, 18, maybe 20 guys. But I think India will play enough T20Is before the World Cup to settle down as a team. Right. Vinay, Radic, should India open with Virat and Rohit and Ishan in middle order? Keel Rahul को इतना जल्दी I don't think we should forget him. I think last 2 साल से T20 cricket he's been very very good. I know अब थोड़ा सा injury के चलते and stuff. He's not played this series. Last series भी I think last series he played. But I think I think KL Rahul अभी भी मेरे लिए he gets a position, he gets a place in the side. Unless he's not in good form approaching the World Cup, then it's a different issue. But as of now, I'd go with Rohit, KL Virat. But it's good to have options like someone like Nishan or something, like left-handed option, top of the order. So yeah, all in all, I think yeah, it's a headache, but it's a good headache for the selectors. Leah, perfect, Deep, and don't worry too much about the pronunciations. Us Western Europeans get the Indian names wrong way too much, but I try my best. She is from Northern Germany. Thank you so very much, Leah. Appreciate that for understanding. And yeah, from Germany, Hanover, absolutely brilliant. I love that country, man. I've been there a couple of times. Ishman Alag, sir, have we got the perfect replacement of Hardik and Venkatesh Iyer, although a bit early to say? And also, do you think Dravid has something to do with Krishan's approach towards his innings? First of all, I think I won't call him replacement. I think it's a little disrespectful when you say replacement. I think he's done well to earn his position. He's done extremely well. I think it's going to take a bit from Hardik to to kind of take his position back or replace him or whatever. But but yeah, so I think Venkatesh Iyer has done enough to merit a place for himself, at least so far. So far, Kishan's approach in this game, I think so. I think even someone like Rohit was having a elongated chat after the last game. यहाँ पे ग्राउंड में खड़े खड़े जो प्रेजेंटेशन के टाइम में ईशान के साथ रोहित ही was quite animated as well. So I think yeah, that's a good combination there. Rahul Dravid, Rohit Sharma, and obviously Virat there and the other seniors there as well. It's a good environment for youngsters coming through. Adi, Adi, yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't take that question yesterday. I know you couldn't make it, not yesterday, sorry, last game. But yeah, here you are, and good to have you. What do you think, sir, that after great performance by Deepak Chan and Shardul Thakur, who should get a chance to play in the permanent team? Yeah, there's nothing called permanent team, Adi. If you look at the whole international scheduling, I guess I mean, you will only get for the World Cup your best playing 11, but right with all the bubble life and everything else, every now and then आपको break देने पड़ेंगे जैसे ऋषभ और विराट को इस गेम के लिए दिया गया है for the next series. So I don't think you will ever get to see a perfect or a proper playing 11. I think it'll be that group of 18, 20 people, khelna, or there'll be rotation and everything else. Only in the World Cup you might see a specific 14, 15 member team or maybe 16. But yeah, I think and again, as I mentioned before, good headache for the selectors and the team management. Deepak Chahar has put his hand up. Shardul Thakur, Harshal Patel, Bhuvi's looking good. Obviously, you've got Bumrah, Shami, uh, Avesh. Again, don't discount him. Don't count him out. Mohammad Siraj. So yeah, I don't. I thank God I'm not the selector. I'm not selecting the side. Right. Last couple of questions. Amit Bansal, hi Deep sir. Is there any extra benefit for bowlers having open chested bowling action and taking long steps in the bowling mark? What Harshal does. Okay. Everyone has a natural bowling action. Long steps, no. So every athlete has an optimal stride length. अगर आप ज़्यादा लंबा करेंगे, then you're out of balance. ज़्यादा छोटा होगा, you're out of balance. So every athlete has an optimal stride length, and you've got to find your stride length. What works for you? What gets you into rhythm? So I think सबका अलग अलग होगा. So it is a very individual thing. It works for Herschel. Maybe it doesn't work for someone like Bumrah. He stutters. He doesn't really run, but that works for him. That gets him into a rhythm. So I think that's that. Open chested. See, a lot of bowlers are advised to bowl थोड़ा सा open chested because उससे क्या होता है कि there is less counter rotation of the hip. So body जो है वो ऊपर नीचे जाता है open chest के साथ more towards the target. अगर ज़्यादा side on होगा तो there will be a lot of counter rotation of the back जहाँ पे injuries के chances बढ़ जाते हैं. So that's the reason a lot of people advise कि थोड़ा सा हल्का सा open chest होगा तो that helps in the career in terms of injury management के लिए that helps. Right, we can have the last question. Austin Dikuna, should Harshal Patel be India's permanent death bowler alongside Bumrah? And do you think Rohit loses his time easily nowadays under pressure? Who should open with OG? Okay, and good night. Okay. Uh, right, Austin. First things, Harshal Patel. As of now, yes, I think death overs, Bumrah and Harshal Patel. They look a really really strong two bowlers. Death over bowlers for India. As of now, yes, I would. Rohit, I don't know. I think Rohit is someone who's very instinctive and I think that's fine. I know what you're saying. He's in लात मार दिया आज फिर वो जो run out में slip हुए ईशान and he showed his emotions a bit, but that's okay. I mean, listen, cricket में अगर थोड़ा सा in sports in general, I mean, you've got to have some emotions. You've got to at times you will show emotions. It's not that easy to control it all the time, but he makes it up. He makes it up. The way he handles individuals. For a fact, I know uh, anyone who's played under his captaincy knows what he's all about, and he does really well to back players. I think Aj was a great example. Him coming at four and allowing the other guys to go and bat top of the order. So yeah, I think he's a good leader. Who should open with Rohit? Oh God, switched off. Oh, the light's gone. At Eden Gardens. That's I don't know. Was a little crazy, but yeah, I guess it's time to go now. Yeah, I guess it's time to go. So, anyways, thank you again to all of you for joining in. Thank you very much for sparing the last 17, 18 minutes of your precious time. And I'll see you during the Sri Lanka series as well in the next few days. And yeah, and thanks for subscribing and the other guys. You know what I'm talking about. But again, have a great night. Thanks for being with me, and I'll see you soon. Thanks again, and have a great night.